Welcome to episode 98 of the Get Well With Me podcast. I am your host, Adrienne, and together we explore the healing powers of our subconscious minds while leaning in towards a healthier lifestyle. Our philosophy here is excellence, not perfection. And today it's just a pep talk. Sometimes I just want to talk to you, and I appreciate that you are out there listening. So I'm going to get right into it. I want to share with you my favorite book for health and wellness. I've done it before, but I don't think a lot of people listen to those really old episodes, and that's okay with me. I leave them there just to keep myself humble. But this is called The Rain Barrel Effect, and it's by this guy here, Dr. Stephen Cabral. If you can see it, if you're watching this on Spotify or YouTube, Dr. Stephen Cabral changed my life. I was turned on to him back in, I think, 2017, because, yeah, it was definitely 2017. I was listening to John Lee Dumas, Entrepreneur on Fire, and Dr. Cabral was on there, and I immediately fell in love with his story. He got well when doctors told him he could not. And when he finally got to the bottom of it, he had to share it. And that's what he does every day. And I also have to give him credit because during the pandemic, everyone did not show up, right? Some people quit their podcasts. Some people didn't show up for quite a while. Some people started a podcast and stopped. But what I'm trying to say is content creators were in a hard place. They were having a hard time. I was having a hard time. But you know who showed up every day for a daily podcast? Dr. Stephen Cabral, every single day. And when I was scared about the virus, when I was scared about the world, when I was scared about health, when I was inundated by negativity, Dr. Stephen Cabral showed up every single day, and I could hit play every single morning while I was doing my morning routine and be filled up with just his positive vibe. And all the while, he's teaching me all about uh, vitamins and minerals and detoxification and all of these incredible things. But most of all, what Dr. Cabral, if you could sum him up, it's his book, and he would agree with that. The Rain Barrel Effect. It is a book that helps us to see how a person gets off track. And it's also a book that helps to give us hope to know that we can get back on track, that it is possible. And the philosophy of the rain barrel effect is, if you can imagine a rain barrel being filled up by drips off of a roof until one day the barrel is now full, and that one more drip, it begins to overflow. So if we were the rain barrel, so to speak, and we had so much toxicity and not enough of the nutrients that we need at a certain point, we begin to overflow. And that's when we see symptoms or sickness. And he really subscribes to that philosophy of health, that we can get better when we replace our deficiencies and remove our toxicities. And it's so simple and it's so beautiful. And he's so good at it. And he lab tests so that he's not guessing. Anyway, Dr. Cabral, big fan of his, big fan of this book. You can get this book on Amazon. It's called The Rain Barrel Effect, and his profits go to charity. So he just has a message on his heart in this book that he wants to share. Definitely check that out. Also, next review is my favorite tea. Again, I have a whole one or two episodes on this lean green tea. I'm trying to get it in the camera for you in case you're watching this on YouTube or Spotify. But the lean green tea, this is my trigger or my anchor, my hypnotic anchor, that when I drink this, I say, oh, I'm slim. I am slim. I am trim. This is my super green tea, the lean green. It says for weight loss on it. So every time I take a tea bag out of here and I put it into my teacup, I am feeling like I am slimmer. And that mindset is me celebrating that, yes, I'm making a good choice for me right now. It is, if you're sensitive to caffeine, then maybe it's not for you, but it is like just the right amount when you need a boost. I think it's only 45 milligrams. I could be wrong about that. Um, That's what comes to me. I want to say that I saw somewhere it was 45 milligrams, but it's less than coffee. So, and plus it's natural. It doesn't have that grassy, earthy taste. I'm not a person that likes regular matcha. This has like a little bit of matcha in it, and it just makes it more creamy or something. I don't know how they do it. This bottle you can see is really beat up because I buy the huge bulk bag on Amazon of the lean greens tea, the big giant bag, and then I just refill this container so I can read the label and see that it's for weight loss. But this tea, it's Japanese matcha, green tea, cinnamon, and Garcinia cambogia. I don't think I said that right. And they are unbleached tea bags. If in the regular size canister, there's 36 bags. So they're unbleached. You don't have to worry about getting microplastics or anything shady mixed in there. I always trust the Republic of Tea. They always have my favorites. I do like other kind of teas that maybe I find at the health food store, like a traditional medicinals, or there's a few others. But when I'm looking for something savory that kind of feels like a reward, a tea that's so good that I can drink it instead of eat a bag of cookies, I reach out for then probably this one. It's banana chocolate. It has a picture of a banana cream pie on the front, and that's what it tastes like. It's so good. This one is the one, if you're like, wow, she's pumped, it's this. I'm drinking it right, I'm drinking it right now. If you're someone that I don't want to say ADD, but let's just say you're a human being and you need to kick it into gear and get focused, this double dark chocolate mate, if you know about yerba mate, you know yerba mate is kind of like a specialty that kind of makes you feel a little bit special. I love yerba mate tea. And if you don't drink it all the time, then when you do drink it, you will feel it. You'll feel like, yes, I am in the zone. Anyway, this one is the double dark chocolate mate. It's dark cocoa powder with roasted yerba mate leaves. Again, 36 unbleached tea bags. Sometimes I just add a little oat milk, but really it's so good. You don't need anything. So that's what I wanted to share with you today, was a book for health and wellness and my favorite teas that keep me thin, trim, and just feeling good and getting focused. I guess before I wrap up, I want to share with you that whatever it is that you want to improve about yourself, or maybe it's not even that you want to improve yourself, let's just say you want to move forward, and whatever that looks like, that's what we want to do. We want to move forward. I want you to tell yourself that it doesn't have to be hard. Moving forward can be easy. Making that change, doing that thing, it can be easy. When you really want it, when you have your subconscious mind convinced that this is what you want, that doing the hard thing is what you want, it won't feel as difficult. It will lower that resistance. So I just want to let you know, I'm proud of you for being on your own health and wellness path, or your own self-development path. You are a rare gem to be listening to any type of podcast or content that is focused on encouraging you, uplifting you, inspiring you, programming your mind to step into your best self, helping you to craft the life and the habits, the life that you want to live on autopilot. You are here because that's the kind of person that you are. Just staying the same, that is not what you aim for. You aim to be a little bit better every day, and you recognize that you don't have to be perfect. So for that, I love you, and I am so thankful that you're here. So shout out to Dr. Cabral and the Republic of Tea. I'll link it up, I guess. I'll just do like a little website page where I can link up the tea in the book in case that makes it easier for you to find them. And until next time, much love.